this sort of fungal humanoid form-ish, but lumpy, weird limbs aren't quite matching, sort of moves kind of a bit more agile than you would expect from something so haphazard. Just kind of moves up to you, Eokus, and just sort of peers at you out of a face, kind of. And just kind of stares straight at you very closely for about 20 seconds.
About 10 seconds in, he'll blink. He'll look over his shoulder both ways to everyone and kind of raise an eyebrow and look back. Are you okay? Are you having a medical moment?
I'm not okay. I am Trell.
Is that a thing or a name?
Both.
Great. He looks back and forth. Trell, would you happen to know how to get out of this room here?
Trell sort of looked around and looks at the bars and just says, I can go through this gap, pointing at the bars, but I can't take other entities with me.
Going through the gap would be of great help to us. From over that side, you can do things that we cannot.
Dante, among some of the stuff Eokus already brought back would be a small pack of your own, which could contain your thieves' tools and whatever else kind of smaller items you'd like. No one has to know what you have on you.
Yeah. When you see, he's going to rub his hands together, going through the pack, storing different, colored vials. Pats his gloves and goes, okay. If you're all ready to leave, let me see if I can handle this door thing. I'm going to try to lockpick.
All right, Almer, you can roll me your short rest if you'd like, as this is happening. And Dante, you walk up to the cell doors, put your hands through with your tools, and you have advantage all the time on checks with them, right?
No, at least I don't think so.
Expertise, right? That's what it is. It's something...
I get expertise with tools I'm familiar with. The gloves just give me a flat +5.
There we go. So this is at disadvantage, but still very doable for you. You can't see the lock, but it feels like a hard one as you're messing with the tumblers, seeing what clicks and setting them into place. So if there's a thieves' tools you can easily roll, do that. If not, just roll me a 2d20, and we'll take the lower one. With a 14, you feel like you just have it?
Actually, that should be +11.
Oh, yeah, nice. Fucking hell, +11. See, this is why I knew disadvantage wouldn't be a bummer for you. With a 25, you were definitely able to find each of the 7 tumblers and click them into place before turning the lock and sliding the door open. You look back, and the first person you spoke to looks a bit better. The weird fungal person looks completely intact, but the stone man and the cat-looking person are both very beat up still.
Trolsek is now peering very, very closely into Vera's face as well.
Vera's taking a step back. Yeah, hi.
Sorry, I can't heal y'all. I just step up and put like a hand in front of Trell.
Trell now peers into Alma's face.
I'm staring at you unblinkingly. It's for normal people it'd be unnerving.
I am Trell. What are you?
A disciple of Illustri.
Hello, disciple of Illustri.
You can call me Almer, though.
Okay, Alma, though.
You can get rid of the though. It's just Almer.
Alma.
Yes. And you are, you said?
Trelasek.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Is there something that this person can help you with? You seem to be following them and you're making them uncomfortable.
I do not know what you are, all of you.
Well, usually when somebody wants to learn something from someone, they ask questions. They don't just get very close and intimate to them and stare at them. Your eyes can only tell you so much.
That is very interesting information. Thank you.
So if you have a specific curiosity, perhaps you should voice it, and perhaps it can be addressed.
Where is this place?
Well,
Vera will interrupt. Somewhere. We were underground, but who's to say we're still there? She'll take a step towards the door and Dante and Iokas.
and privately just speak to Trell, like, while they're doing that. Try to, like,
I
ask
was
them
up
for
there.
him, be like, we are in a very dangerous place, and somebody wants to eat us. You understand the concept of consume, right? Devour?
Yes.
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 This being wants to devour us, so we do not want to be his prey. So we are trying to escape.
Escape.
Leave.
I
Displace
can-
ourselves.
Yes, I understand this. I understand escape.
Would you like to help us escape?
Yes,
Okay.
that seems like an excellent way to learn.
Yes,
Thanks.
there's much more to this world than this room.
And this whole time, by the way, Ryan, this creature has been sort of like head cocked, very like there's no unblinking, face close towards yours.
I'm not blinking. Like, this doesn't unnerve me.
Mm.
This is real weird for social interaction.
Yeah, like, Almer's a weirdo.
It's funny. Dante, if you try the door in front of you, it's a plain dark wood door. It is unlocked. As you hear them chattering in the back, Vera whispers over to Iokas, "Are you sure you're good to continue right now? You should sit for a little bit."
He will look over. It seems like our captor hardly knows we have escaped by now, considering his use of spells. I do not believe we have the luxury. He could be on his way right now.
Very well.
He will look to Dante. How long exactly were we unconscious and brought into the cell?
Unfortunately, I have no concept of time, seeing as there is no light outside those a few burning candles.
I guess, Al, would I instinctively know if I have a use of my bottled respite left again? If it would have been a new dawn?
Well, fair enough. You know it at least hasn't been a day.
Okay, so I don't have a use of it too. So it's at
I
least.
know you've been unconscious for 3 hours, but whether it's a new day or not, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of those weird, one of the few things that says after a new dawn. I'm pretty sure, but Iokas is not going to take the lead on this one. He is at 1 hit point.
Dante, have you gotten a look at this facility at all, or?
I was brought here unconscious. I haven't seen much outside of this. As he's talking, he's rummaging through the crate like pulling out the rest of what seem to be his items, and
Yeah.
that's like you see a crossbow that should be, 5 feet long, but it's collapsed in on itself and just like hangs from a belt loop. He seems to have like an obnoxious walking stick that's covered in runes, multiple glass vials on him.
I just eye your walking stick and admire it and be like, ooh, give it a praising eye.
And as you move the stuff, you can see Almer's in there as well.
Yeah, grab my walking stick. Dignified attire.
Well, I mean, when you work with the things I'd work with, it's good to cover up. And he actually knows he is wearing a very old-fashioned styled plague mask, which the goggles seem to be glazed over with like a darkish tint.
I usually afforded some protection through my service, but I could certainly see being prudent.
Well, looks like I'm the only one that's not too badly damaged. I guess I'll take the lead.
I'll be right behind you.
So try the door.
Yep. You can actually just click on the door. You should see a little icon. Yeah, you swing wide open the unlocked door. It opens out into the hall. Immediately, you see a long stretch of plain, nicely worked stone, paintings like lining the far wall all the way to the corner. And nothing else comes to your attention. There's no small decorations around. There's no rugs. The paintings seem to be of... Yeah, it's a world map, but the further you look back to one side, all the continents seem to be stuck together at one point. And then you look further and you can see them drifting away.
Certainly a curious sight.
Easily identifiable as world maps throughout the years. You all funnel into the hallway. You can see a few more doors up ahead. Large portrait of the vampiric man who caught you all in his library and brought you to that particular room. And a hallway, Almer, and you'd see another door at the end of that.
I mean, you don't have to mince your words. He beat the shit out of us.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he beat us like we were, the redheaded stepchild.
Just check a quick thing, Al. Would Keena's equipment have been also in the chest and stuff?
It would have, yes.
So there would have been some spare stuff that people might have wanted to grab?
That can be your stuff, and you can dole it out if you like. I'll give you control of the sheet. Actually, I can give everyone control of his sheet.
Yeah, is there like anything I would really look at it and like...
There's a very nice blade, the mist
Yes, there is.
something dagger.
Is there a healing potion in there?
No, I think I used them all.
Let's see.
I don't have control of Keena's sheet right now.
I think I see it now.
Yeah, everyone should now. If you don't, do a quick refresh.
I think the only thing I
I
would have
will.
tucked away, or at least like held them out to someone, would be the scrolls and the sword. I think I tucked the scrolls away.
Yeah, tuck scrolls away, the sword, and we definitely want to take the Mistweaver dagger. At least give it to
The
you.
Mistweaver dagger.
Yeah, we don't.
Or someone. Then there's also a +1 magic scimitar or short sword. It's just a short sword, I think.
I think this makes sense. So I would throw the Mistweaver dagger over to Vera. I would toss the scroll of dispel magic to Eokis. I'll pocket the scroll of counterspell myself, and I'll throw Trell the +1 short sword because I don't see any obvious weapons.
All right, so Eokis gets the counterspell, right?
Dispel magic, or unless he wants it specifically.
Okay, so no, you get counterspell. Eokis, let me open up his sheet. Gets dispel magic. There we go. You should have that now. And Vera gets the dagger.
Oh, is it? Thieves, these
Who
kids.
takes the short sword?
I handed it out to Trell, whether he takes it or not.
Trell will sort of hold it and turn it over a bit, and then
You put the pointy end in bad people that are trying to hurt you.
I don't need this.
All right, I'll just tuck it in my belt for now.
What about these kits?
Yeah, there's a few toolkits that you can divide amongst yourselves.
I just give them all to the
Herbalism,
science
thieves,
man.
and poisons. Yeah.
I can't use any of them, but Dante, you might want a
Tina
spare.
also have one of the magic writing to Lavar papers, or was that
didn't
someone
have-
else in the group?
No, that should have been Keen. You just didn't have
Cool.
it as a physical item.
I guess I'll pocket that because I know its significance.
All right.
But
And that is Keen's inventory thoroughly trifled through, except for 1 platinum and a gold. We'll hang on to that and divvy it up.
yeah. Oh, you see the shiny of gold and platinum? You just leave it? No, I don't think so.
There we go. You
These
also have your
maps.
respective items at this point. Yes, the maps on the wall.
He is going to be looking for. You said it's different maps of like different cross sections of the world.
It's more like maps of the continental shifts going back to when this world was a Pangea, to it breaking apart and drifting. So maps over the course of thousands of hundreds of thousands of years.
This is way too much stuff for me to carry, isn't it?
You could cut out 1 or 2.
Oh no. Okay. Iokas just is, as a scholar, very upset at this situation, and he just looks over. He's like, "Perhaps one day we can come back for such a beautiful collection."
It's doubtful we'll be back. Grab what you can.
He will grab the first one, the oldest one he can.
That's a solid move. You go to grab that. As you do, you also see a doorway down there and 4 more paintings separate on the wall. Dante, can you make me a perception check?
Curiosity killed the Iokas.
Ooh. You're at the door, kind of watching these guys operate and dole out their former companions' equipment. You don't hear anything on the other side. And it doesn't seem to be locked as you lightly try the knob or pick at the lock lightly. Iokas, as you go to appreciate the art, Vera will start checking out the world maps herself. You notice that these are 4 very well done paintings of the noble genies who used to rule over Hiratoa. There's a Merid, an Afriti, a Dejin, and a Dao. And you notice that over those very nice, well-crafted paintings are big eyes, horns, an eye patch, buck teeth drawn in with black ink.
Okay, so they've been defaced in some manner.
Yes.
He kind of frowns at the waste of potential profits and good artifacts. He will use Mage Hand to open that door.
You open that door, and there's a large winged figure of something between an owl and a bat.
He will. Almer!
It's
Almer!
you quickly realize it is a statue, despite the fright that goes through you.
Oh,
I pop around it with my staff out like a rapier. I'm like, huh.
Tis only a statue. A frightful looking thing, though.
Oh, Jesus.
As he's holding this big map to his chest.
Keep in mind, every time I, as a player, say Jesus, I'm actually saying like illusory praise or something like.
He will slowly approach it. Who would make such a thing?
Have you seen the curator of this place?
Fair. He's afraid to go in that room.
Trell will go in.
Fuck it, yeah. I would walk in too.
Which room was it?
Oh, I got you. It was this one right around the corner. You go to walk in as you hear them talking. Dante, you go to turn the corner. Almer, as the first one through the door into the room, you step foot in proximity to this large bat owl statue, and in a deep sort of like harsh smoker's voice, you hear what goes up and down and around, but never moves.
I just blink and look back. What goes up and down and around, but never moves? I look at this statue as if it's a clue itself and scratch my head.
Ooh, maybe. Did we all hear that, or just Almer?
Almer would have heard it. He basically triggered it by stepping into proximity of it.
I see.
I don't know if it does anything wrong if I answer wrong, but I look at him to the best of my knowledge, shrug, and say, "Pressure?"
The mouth opens up, and 3 darts of arcane force fly in your direction. You take 9 force damage.
I guess you could say it crumbled under it. Oh. Oh my god.
Well, clearly that was not the right answer.
I thought it was a good guess.
Windmill, water wheel, but they technically are moving.
Eokus, you say that aloud from the doorway. You do not get shot with a magic missile.
I mean, I can't afford to go in and guess, guys. I'm at 1 hit point, so he looks at Trill. Perhaps one of those answers would suffice if you would tell it to the statue. Or he looks at Vera and Dante, or anyone but me.
Toby thinks he has an answer, but doesn't think Trell would think of this answer.
That's a problem.
What was the riddle again?
Someone could walk back into the room and it would trigger again.
What goes up and down and around,
but never moves. Toby thinks fun? Maybe?
I mean, it's the around part that confuses me.
Yeah, that's the one. And movement. Like, again, a windmill, watermill, it's still moving.
Like, I know lots of things that go up and down.
Hell, the stock market.
And don't move. Like, that's easy.
Maybe the answer is the stock market.
I mean,
is there a stock market in this setting?
Well, there's easy things, right? Like I said, pressure. Pressure goes up and down, but doesn't move.
I think pressure does move.
There's like elevators go up and down.
Temperature. What does it go around?
Stairs go up and down.
I was
stairs.
Going to walk in and say stairs.
The mouth opens wide and it grows wider and wider and wider. And there's now a black doorway in the statue, able to be passed through.
I believe you were right. Murder person.
Oh, yeah. Broken watch is right twice a day.
Apparently.
Shall we go through the mysterious statue door then?
As long as it's safe to go through. I take a peek.
Why is it mysterious?
Is it just black or is it like just dark?
It is absence of things. It is black.
That's not fucking alarming.
He looks at Trillo. This seems like an adventure for someone without a fear. Why do you not lead us?
No. One second.
just gives a look at Almer.
Can lead us.
Let him feel.
No, hold on. Don't rush in there. I just take my old shield, and I'm just gonna dip the edge of it in through the black, and then pull it out.
Okay.
Is it still together?
Give me a strength saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh,
I mean, if it's sucking me in, I'm gonna fucking let go.
Well, it's a shield is the unfortunate part.
Well, that's the thing, though. I'm not like wearing it, right? Like I'm just
okay, so you
holding it
like
a
you just
platter.
you literally you pick it up and just dip it in. Well, give
Yeah.
me a strength saving throw without disadvantage then. A straight roll.
Oh, you said saving. Oh, it wouldn't matter. It's the same number. 13.
As you go to poke it in, it suddenly tries to fly out of your hands. You're able to hold on to it and pull it back out.
Any damage to it?
still together?
No visible damage to it.
Is it like cold to the touch at all? Is it hot?
Room temperature.
Well, it doesn't destroy things, it looks like, at least on living things, but it looks like it's a one-way trip.
I mean, we know that it's his. But where two doors up the other way we came.
It might be worth investigating what's backwards, because we go through here, there is no going out.
Because that does seem reasonable.
But,
At least
I mean,
we know the password to get through this way.
this way is guarded, it seemed, so it's either important or dangerous.
And we must assume
Or-
that the master of this place knows its secret as well, as he most likely placed it.
I mean, if you're looking at it, it could be an interesting way to keep a room, or at least a jail cell, hidden and walled off before, so the prisoners can't just escape.
It closes back up as you are conversing.
Okay, well, at least we have a time limit. Hopefully the ritual stays the same. I guess I'm gonna head back to the other two doors.
Very well. Dante makes his way back to the other two doors. Everyone goes with him.
Iokas kind of sits nodding. He didn't consider that the riddle might change, and then he will follow on.
I mean, if I built this place, I'd have a revolving thing of riddles. Just every time it opens, it asks a new one.
I look at Iokas and Dante like, well, we got some men of intelligence, it seems, so perhaps we'll be okay even if it changes. Finally getting my breath back.
Let us hope so, my friend.
What is this photo?
Iokas, I will let you roll your short rest dice now. You've done nothing strenuous for a bit.
Okay, I will do that.
Song of Rest, you get to add it. Remember, Vera would get a Song of Rest too. It was for 6 extra hit points. Or wait, let me roll up.
D6.
It was a extra 3.
There we go. Good to know.
So, hit points.
The painting in front of you, Almer, is the continent in flux. All the little ones on the walls are just it going from a Pangea to it being the world map as it is currently known. The large one over here is a portrait of the vampiric dragonborn who took you all out. Dante, you know these doors are unlocked from your earlier prodding.
I have painting supplies.
Yes, you do.
Can I just graffiti it with a big mark of a Listri symbol on top of them?
Give me
I'll do a red circle with a line through it, and then I'll put a Listri's mark on top of that in black.
You didn't take painter's tools, did you? It's fine if you didn't.
I didn't. I just have painter's supplies. I mean, I'm not trying to be super artistic.
No, it's fine. Just give me a sleight of hand check. It's just how good does your tag come out?
Could I argument performance because it's an art?
No.
Okay.
I've met people with graffiti. They are not great performers at the time.
I mean, I was going to say, if you needed painting supplies, I like to make you some.
Oh, I've got some.
Painting those.
But with the 10, it is legible and done quickly enough that you get it completed as they open these doors.
Right.
Which open wide into a much more open hallway on the left, and it narrows out as it goes forward.
Would we say that he might have used 10 minutes to paint that thing?
No, more like a few seconds. Just a quick flourish of the hand.
Well, looks like we've got 2 more doors.
Relisek will go and peek round here. What's in this gap?
Seems to just be a little alcove.
Step into it.
You fit nicely. There's a little room on the side.
I step out.
It's an alcove.
Do you shake it
There
all
may have
about?
been something there at one point, but there is not now.
I will just say, shall I open the door?
Right off the bat, Trell would notice that these doors are metallic, and all the other doors you've encountered so far have been wooden, except for, of course, the bars.
Okay. Cool.
Dante, you go off a few more feet down the hallway and look around. It stretches pretty far in either direction. You can glimpse 2 more doorways, one below you, one above.
Well, we've got more doors over here. Are they looking similar to the cell door?
Not the interior cell door, but they're the wooden doors that are more common around the place.
You know, these might be extra cells.
It's always a possibility.
Looks to Almer. There really is no rhyme or reason for our choices at this point, am I correct?
Oh, there's plenty of rhymes, none I care to share right now.
It is more the reason I am concerned of.
Oh, I'll leave the reason to you.
It'll look to Trill. Open the door.
The door.
Locked.
I cannot.
Looks back to Dante. Could we use your services again, sir?
He will walk up to one of the doors, pull out his lockpicks, and try to unlock it.
All right. Make me another
Relisek
check.
gets awkwardly in the way while trying to watch what you're doing.
All right. Almer's keeping watch. With a plus 11, though, is a 22.
As he filled the creative juices in his lungs.
God damn. With a 22. Actually, 22 on this door. You feel a few of the tumblers go, and then you go to turn, and one of your many picks snaps.
That was your favorite pick?
It had been on a good run, but unfortunately, it was not that pick's day. It is kind of lodged in there, but there's a second door you could work on.
That's disappointing.
Such is life.
Pull out a new pick and try the other door.
Why did you not succeed?
The tool failed.
Plus 11 is a 30.
Well, actually, I think it's adding my intelligence modifier, which it shouldn't be.
Oh, well, I mean, what is your dex? Here's the thing.
The dex is 0.
Okay, so it is a.
So it's a 26.
Oh, that's still very, very impressive and will do the trick. But good to know. I think there's a way to change that, but that can be a later thing. With a 26, you're able to start working on the lock, and where you failed on the other, you know how to correct it with this. In the meantime, let's see, Almer's perception check. No, you're just keeping watch. So, Almer, can you give me a perception, as you were the only one keeping a thorough watch?
Sure.
Vera's keeping an eye on Trell. Trell's keeping an eye on Dante, and Eokus is probably looking at his ring.
Since I'm focusing on this purely, could I have guidance? Could I have guidance?
Yeah, you could have guidance yourself. You had a few seconds to work with.
And then that's 12.
12. You don't notice much of anything as you hear a nice pop. Dante, the door in front of you is now unlocked. You open it wide. It's a nice carpeted room. It used to be nicely furnished, but as you kind of poke your head through and look left and right, all the chairs and end tables and looks like vases and small knickknacks have been shattered or broken and are long ago. They're covered in dust. Most of them are broken into very small, fine pieces. It kind of litters the edge of this room. At the center of which is a very large wooden coffin.
You folks said the person that attacked you was a vampire, correct?
I mean, to the best of our knowledge, yes. I mean, I haven't met one before, but it seems right.
Well, if the myths are true, we may have found his or one of their sleeping places.
Yes, but what do we do with that? Wake him up for a bite?
I mean, I've heard they don't like garlic.
Well, that's just insanity. Who doesn't like garlic?
If we have him in a weak position, we should strike now. I am not confident that we can escape this facility.
We didn't beat him when we were at our best. How are we supposed to beat him when we're exhausted?
Just shrugs.
I mean, normally I would just enter this room, but the fact that there's a coffin in there makes me somewhat hesitant.
I mean, maybe our friend here can move the lid with his hand, his spectral hand. Try to slide the lid off.
Eokus, there's a weight limit that the lid probably exceeds.
Yeah, it's probably not possible.
Does the lid look closed or open?
You can give me a perception check because you're doing this from afar. You notice the lid is closed. It is nicely lined and perfectly sealed and matched up. You also notice what looks like just a bit of dust kind of floating through the air along the right side of the room. Here, moves closer to a corner there, and then moves through like a moving mist. Kind of seeps through a small crack in the wall.
What have I heard about vampires in general?
I'll give everyone the basic info of them, but you can roll me it'd be Arcana check because they're magical in nature, and see what particulars you might know. Yeah, I will give you free reign. You've encountered this, not a lot, but you've encountered things parallel to it and researchers that overlap. You know that they have two kinds of shape-changing forms. A small bat or a cloud of mist. You're not quite sure which of the myths are true or not, so you think garlic might work or holy symbols, but there's also things like running water and sunlight you think might work. Other than that, you know that they're hard to kill and can be pinned down if you can get them in their resting place when they're already weakened.
Well, here's our question. Are we here to kill this thing, or are we here to escape? Because they're counterproductive to each other.
Not necessarily.
Wow.
Well, I would say if you try to kill him beforehand and he beats you when you're at your best, I think our best opportunity would escape and come back. That being said, there was moving mist in this room, and so
Close the door. Close the door.
I'm going to close the door, take the broken pick that I have, and using what knowledge I have of actually lock picking, jam it into the lock to break the lock.
All right. I like that. You can roll me another lockpicking tools.
I will also, while he's doing that, I will look at the edges of the door and see if I think it is airtight.
13, that'd be a 24.
Yes, with a 24, you can jam the locks intentionally.
So the intent is to jam it closed so the door is locked.
If the handle can no longer be turned, it is in the locked position. Someone would have to bust out the lock. Trell, give me an investigation check as he's reverse picking the lock. You know for a fact that this is not airtight. There's a small gap going along the bottom that any kind of vapor could fit, go through.
Mist would fit through this door anyway. I suggest if we want to leave, we do so swiftly.
I have an idea. Does anyone have any flint? Any flint at all? Like any fire? Anything heat?
No.
I mean, I can create fire.
That'll work. Do it.
Okay.
I step up and take your place beside you.
I mean,
so what kind of fire? Yeah, sorry.
It's the firebolt cantrip.
That's fine. I just need heat, even if he hits a piece of metal that I have. I'm gonna use all of my sealing wax to make wax under the door.
So he pulls out a device that looks like a modern day MIG welding torch.
Yep.
Aims it at the wax and pulls at random intervals, and you see literally the spell firebolt shooting out of the nozzle to hit.
Yeah, I'm sealing this with wax to make it airtight.
Yeah, I fucking love this. No check needed, as you, with a sure flame of in the right burst and a sealing wax evenly coated and distributed along the small gap, is sealed, and it quickly hardens with the use of any other cantrips or small things you all might have.
And I don't know if it'll help after, as it's starting to cool. I'll dump my last flask of holy water on it. Maybe it'll retain some of the water. Who knows?
All right. You all feel a bit reassured and confident. You know if he would be stuck in there forever, but for now, he's not out here with you, and he definitely is aware.
Okay, let's go. Let's run. I say we go back to the mouth. Let's just get out of here.
I would agree.
Yep.
I would as well, but does the mouth leave out, or is that deeper in?
I think we need to find out.
What was down here?
Doors that look like the same door that we exited ourselves from.
And lastly, I'm deleting things left and right in my inventory because I'm using them. As Dante moves, I'll also pour an entire thing of oil flask in front of the door.
All right.
By the way, I don't think I fully introduced myself. The name is Dante of Dante's Apothecary.
I think me and you are going to be friends if we get out of here.
So,
I am Trelisac.
well, actually, Apothecary is a short name for it. See, Dante's Brewing Apothecary Emporium, but that's fairly new to this area, at least business-wise.
We'll get the business card later. We need to pick, are we going forward or back? Back it is. Start going.
Yeah.
Vera will tail behind you going, the fiend you know over the fiend you don't, right?
Yeah, that's the saying. I also shut our cell door so it takes the longest amount possible.
As Dante manages to step into the room first, a gravelly smoker's voice I burn, bite, and blister, but am no flame.
Son of a bitch.
Acid.
3, actually, a singular bolt of force will come at you and hit you for, which should have rolled in public, but for 2 damage.
I just yell from behind him, a wound?
Nothing happens. You are outside of
Trellisek will say, cold.
Grinding sound as the mouth opens up into a inky black doorway.
Well, I picked good friends. Let's go.
And I guess... Yeah, just go through.
We
All
slip
right.
and slide through this.
Yeah, you quickly. It was open for about a minute last time, maybe a bit less after you when you last conversed.
Just before going in, Trellisek will cast Mage Armor.
Good move. You cast Mage Armor. You all file through quickly, and find yourselves back in a labyrinth of tomes. A now owl bat-like statue, this time a bit more bird-like than rodent, closes its wings and sits on a small platform in front of you.
He's not there, is he?
The vampire creature is not around you at the moment.
Okay, because I can still see the token.
Because you're at the bottom. Hang on, let me delete you guys. You should all... There you go. You should still have vision if you zoom out.
Oh, there we are. Ooh,
Yep.
Okay.
So, did we come out of the statue?
Yes, you've come out of the statue. As you get your bearings, you came out running towards that wall you're closest to, and you turn around, and that statue still had a doorway open, and still does for, say, 20 seconds before it closes back up.
I am only seeing blackness.
Way up. Top right. Way top right.
Oh, there we go. Man, that's a huge map.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to try to destroy this gateway behind us, or do we just proceed forward? Or these tomes allow him to see us, I think, or hear us. So we need to be quick about this.
I mean, I really have nothing on me to destroy, and it would take me a while to create something.
All right. Well, let's just go then.
Yeah. Haste.
Well, or stealth.
Unfortunately, haste is beyond my reach.
If you would like to stealth, you can all roll it, and I will acknowledge that you're moving at a half pace.
I think we're moving carefully.
Okay. Then stealth it is for whoever would like to participate.
What did I roll for? 12.
Between the lot of you, you're not making too much noise. Vera will hang in back.
I'm assuming you guys know the way out of here from here. So you can just...
No, we don't.
Don't let Almer fool you. He is confident. It is not knowledgeable.
Ha!
Yep, you guys wander through this labyrinth of books. Plenty of tomes have interesting titles you may
Ignore them all.
snag along the way if you like.
I feel like these books are on his side. I ignore them.
How many books can I realistically carry?
Check how much a book weighs on any D&D website and do some math.
It's roughly going to be 3 to 4 pounds, depending on the tome size.
I mean, unless there's something interesting about herbalism or...
Yeah, no, you could find
or
a little bit of everything. You could find some interesting tomes of whatever topics you like.
I might take a book of alchemy and slip it into one of the bags I'm wearing.
All right.
Oh. I stare looking at this thing.
You turn this corner, and a brief break from this labyrinth of books. You see a statue And as Trell gets closer to it, the same gravelly smoker's voice opens and says, "How much dirt is in a hole that's 2 feet by 3 feet?"
None.
Yeah.
Gravelly sound as it opens up into an inky black doorway.
That one was almost too easy.
This seems like a trap.
There's no other way out.
You guys enter that inky black doorway.
Yeah, I go through backwards. Woo!
Those of you without dark vision, or those of any and all of you, with or without dark vision, are suddenly jarred by the lack of light. The book labyrinth has this nice bright white light coming from the ceiling with these little crystals, but you suddenly find yourself in a dark forest with no sun and no light.
That's an alarming book
That's
series.
better.
It is wide open. You feel a breeze, but it is constant and in one direction and of the same pressure. Can all of you roll me a perception check?
Even in my deep caves and whatnot, any breeze that would come from any pressure differential would not be constant.
Yeah, it'd be a very rare instance to find a constant moving breeze
Yeah.
with the same pressure and consistency. Let's see. All right. Yeah, everyone except for Vera hears a faint creaking and low thump sound. It's like the trees are moving, or like they're swaying harshly, or something's
Oh,
moving.
hey
I am
there,
Trellisek.
Professor. Sorry,
What
I
are
just saw your
you?
message.
Probably something that wants to
Loudly.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Guys, I'm just getting a call from the boss. I'll be 1 second.
Yep. You hear in response, everyone,
Yeah, the boss's response right there.
a ever changing, a changing loud groan of 3 tones. Sounds like 3 separate voices coming together to make the same loud moan.
Oh Lord.
You hear a bit more rustling, but nothing comes into your view as something begins looking for you.
Fuck. Okay.
Might I suggest we go in the opposite direction?
Trell, anytime you're in a dark forest, you gotta like take it in. You gotta like be the forest. You gotta be quiet. You gotta be camouflaged.
I'm assuming our tokens haven't moved from the books area yet.
There we go.
I'm back.
Oh, perfect
Oh,
timing.
sorry. I was like, Trell, when you're in a forest, a dark forest, you need to be the forest. You need to be camouflaged. You need to be quiet. You need to be safe. Okay.
I can be the forest.
No,
I cast Alter Self to look like a tree
Okay, that's
with
fine.
my same limb orientation.
But quiet. Follow our lead. Follow. I also half use him as like camouflage.
You're free to move about the forest.
I guess I look like a dryad now.
Which direction did we hear this from?
It is coming from the top of the map.
And which direction do we feel the air coming from?
It is a constant breeze going from the left to the right.
Left. Okay, so yeah, this way. Yeah. I say we go towards the airflow, so let's go that way.
That is what I was thinking.
Down and left.
And I
Alright.
guide myself to be more stealthy, I hope.
You all make your way down and to the left. And as you do, Vera, Trell, you cut through some trees. Everyone, your friends suddenly disappear from your line of sight. From this point where you are now, it looks like an infinite row of trees. Vera and Trell, as you both stepped through those And Almer quickly follows, wondering where his friends went. You see a huge figure sniffing around that sees you pop through to the side of the
I
woods.
stay very still and pretend to be a tree.
He might get away with that.
You can
bullshit.
give me a stealth check, but let's see how Vera and Eokus work out.
I do look like a
Vera
tree.
and Almer work out.
Like my appearance
Yes,
is that of
you have
bark.
you can have advantage on it. I'll give him
He rolls.
disadvantage on noticing you.
Ugh. All right, 14 it is.
And Almer, can you roll stealth if you're planning to stealth when you see this?
If I don't move, is it like a T-Rex?
You can only
Okay.
hope.
I
mean,
was
the-
concentrating on guidance, so let's see what this is. Oh! And
Nice.
and 24.
24. 24 is very good.
Well, seeing as they just vanished, I guess. I'm assuming Eokus and Dante would be following them.
Eokus and Dante, you see three people walk into a infinite row of trees and suddenly vanish from sight. What do you two do?
Do we follow?
Are you muted, Brad?
Probably.
Oh, yes. He will look over. Let us give them a few seconds. Maybe they will come right back.
But, standard rules apply. Hear screaming, go help.
Oh, yes. But I have not heard no screaming yet.
It's at this point we can all roll initiative.
It's all in my head. The screaming's all in my head.
There's a little fist icon next to the chat. You can click in there to find your spot to roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, high initiative rolls.
We just need one round of stealth, and hopefully we can go back through the tree line.
Unfortunately, I have to
Child
take this.
troll. Shit.
Oh, god damn it. Well, with Vera... Actually, what'd she get it? She got a... Vera
14 as well.
Was a 14? Oh my god. Well, that's good for most of you. This troll roars and stomps over to you, and as you see him, he has mouths on his shoulder and in his abdomen. He has an arm coming off his back, along with the two normal ones, another one coming out from the leg. He has 3 full legs, plus some correct anatomy dangling about head level for all of you, and 3 different troll heads kind of grafted onto a large bulbous neck. It takes a step towards the trio of unfortunate forest wanderers.
If I don't move, it can't see me.
And 10 feet will take one more step. It will take first 1 claw attack at each of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
First-
it sees me.
First at Trell. 13.
13 misses.
Lucky. Second at Vera. A 23 will hit. Oh, that was the bite. Sorry. Well, you guys can see what you're in for. I'll give Vera a bite. He'll bite her instead. For 15 damage off Vera. She's not looking too good. A claw going towards Almer.
I will. Cutting where's the damage?
Smart move. For 15 minus... Okay, 4, so 11 slashing total. That is 1 bite and 2 claws, and I'll take the last 2 claw attacks at Trell.
Yep.
A
Yeah, 27 hits.
and a 28.
Yeah, they both hit.
For 21,
On the first one, I'm gonna, as a reaction, deal some damage.
nice.
Can it make a DC 15 con save, please?
It can, so we'll take half
Boo.
of these 2d10.
It
Oh,
takes 9 poison damage.
It's still pretty fucking good. It is completely affected by the poison.
As you see Trell's body get kind of slashed open by these claws, just puffs of spores and gas leap back out towards the troll.
And the second damage of the other claw that hit, 20. Slashing it.
God damn. Fucking shit.
Oh yeah, because you have your ultra self up. All right. Well,
I mean, I succeed both times.
yes, you still look like a tree, thankfully. Now make like a leaf and get the fuck out of here. That is it for the troll. Vera's up. Vera is going to action disengage, movement back through here. Dante and Yokus, you see Vera come out bloodied with a new wound. Like, there's a very large troll back there. I don't know how this works, but just walk 10 feet that way and you'll be somewhere else. And she will bonus action. Oh, what can she even do as a bonus action? Not much. That's it for Vera. Dante, you're up. You see a out-of-breath catfolk warning you about a troll 10 feet in front of you that you don't see.
We're looking to hear we're into them down.
No, they're both standing still, but not for long.
I mean, you just saw her reappear. I mean,
Yeah. Down. All right. You're gonna see him reach down to his belt and pull out a small vial of clear but sparkling liquid. He barely raises the mask, pops it
hi,
open, drinks it,
Savannah.
and vanishes from sight. I'm casting invisibility on myself.
All right. Solid move. You are now invisible. You still have a
And then I'm going
movement
to
and a bonus.
move down slightly off to the side and just kind of wait and watch. Well, how injured are the two people?
Very battered.
I got blood all down the front of my shirt.
Okay. But neither of them are down.
No one is down yet, no. But they both look like they are a strong breeze away.
Yup.
Okay.
Not
Well,
even a
then
strong breeze.
that is going to be my turn.
Okay.
I guess I'm trying to stealth, but
Yep, you're trying to maintain cover and stay off
Yeah.
off in the distance.
Yep.
Almer, you're up.
Disengage, step through.
All right, you step back through.
Just cough some fucking blood up on the other side. You're like, oh dear God. We need to get out of here. Don't step that way. Where'd Dante go? That's it.
You have an action.
No.
Oh, you
Action
disengaged.
disengaged. Yeah.
Bonus? Nothing for your bonus?
I got no spells.
Strong. Okay. Trell.
Trell is just going to loudly say, "That hurt." Does the troll seem to understand me?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, goody.
Doesn't seem to understand you when you say that out loud in common.
Okay. I am going to disengage and step back through the thing.
All right. Eokus. You see Trell, Vera, and Almer quickly in succession pop back through there, just beat to shit. You saw Dante step through. Brad, you might be.
Yep. I keep throwing that up there to chew my popcorn. He will move 30 feet this direction, and he will turn around and just say illusion, so they don't freak out. And let's see, visions right about here, I guess. Drop it.
Oh, I see it.
Just a roaring inferno.
All right. Nice. Roaring Inferno.
And let us make haste, my friends. That is... Oh, I will bonus action activate my ring of jumping.
Okay.
Now
Smooth
start.
move. All right. Dante. You can see this massive creature watch all of them run off, then look at you before grunting loudly, moving, let's see, just to the edge of your vision, and then moving something around. You hear a loud crack as you assume he just ripped something out of a tree. He'll then step through this way. See a large thing of fire and some small folks around and have in it, and take a step back. Yeah, you guys actually couldn't see what he's holding because he's big and it's in his back arm. So that's it for the troll. He snapped something out of a tree and then ran at you guys. Vera's up. Vera will move back out of the illusory fire. I will double check the range of, actually, let's see. Yeah, so that little bit of damage would heal. And let's do a quick roll for Vera. 9 plus 6, 15. 15 is enough to know that trolls regenerate. So she will cast Chill Touch on it. Or attempt to. Dealing 7 necrotic damage and preventing its regeneration next turn. That's it for Vera. Dante, you're up.
Did it look like the troll, when he looked at me, did he just look in my direction, or did he look at me?
He looked at you, then looked at where everyone ran away, took a few steps over, ripped something out of a tree, and then jumped near them.
So, okay. So, going back through.
So you can just step down one and then back up into it.
No.
Pop back through, you can now see the illusory fire with Almer kind of dancing behind it, Troll on the other side, and this large troll.
To that side, I guess, like, try to keep my voice low next to Vera. We running or be fighting?
Looks like a bit of both. Keep your distance.
All right. Oh. Damn it. He's gonna keep the troll in range. Pull out that welding gun again, and pull the trigger and fire a firebolt.
All right.
It'll break invisibility.
But you have advantage on this as an unseen attacker. That would definitely hit.
Oh, might as well roll again just in case.
Yep, always check for the crit.
Yeah, if you shift click, it'll toggle if you want to roll at advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. So that's 8 fire damage.
You hit it in one of the mouths it has on his abdomen.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Almer, this thing is looking very annoyed.
I just yell at everyone towards where the wind is. And I look at him, and I'm just going to try to, like, psychically shock him with a vicious mockery.
All right.
Nope. Start running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. I'm
Yep,
just
you
running
start-
towards where because the wind was coming from over here,
Yep, it's
right?
going from left to right. You're running in the
Yeah.
wind.
I'm running, wind in my eyes.
All right. Trill.
Um, I launch a little ball of my flesh and spores at its face,
All
and I
right.
would like a Constitution saving throw, please.
Fails.
Pull. Takes 10 poison damage and moves 5 feet
North, so up.
north.
All right. Oh, immediately.
And yeah, immediately. I'm just hoping to disorient it a little bit there. And I will move this way.
All right. As it kind of jerks with the spores around it and scratches and turns, you can see a arm that's jutting out of its lower spine, kind of curled up, is holding a large bird-looking statue. That's it for Trell. Eokus.
Eokus is going to keep running for the wind as well. He will move here. He will then recast his sheet. Where is my sheet? He will recast the Misty Visions. Right. There. Yeah, just kind of moving the fire.
All right. Keeping it in front of the party, pretty much.
Yeah, keeping it right. Yeah. That is all I got.
All right. I dig it. You move your illusory flame, take a few steps back. The troll's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Very hesitantly, but as it's getting closer, will feel no heat and see no light coming from it. We'll use this action to swipe its hand out. And take one step forward into it. You've bought yourself another turn.
There we go.
And it does not regenerate thanks to Vera's chill touch.
Also, probably the fire damage.
And the
Firebolt
fire damage. But the chill touch happened first. But you have two sources of possibly stopping it as Vera retreats back quickly. Actually, Tabaxi's speed is...
Yeah, they have that
You
thing they
double
can
it.
activate for one
You
turn.
double it once, but it's a free thing, and you just can't... When you don't move again, you get it back.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So she will move a bit further back, and before she goes out of sight, she'll cast her chill touch. Because once she's out of vision, that won't work. It will just go awry as she's doing it while she's fleeing, more or less. She's now a bit further back away from the troll. Dante, this thing looks terrifying. 3 heads like 5 arms, mouths on its chest, standing in flames, in darkness. You're up.
Okay, so there's there. 10, 15, 20, 30.
Yep, that's 30.
I mean, he's probably gonna make this. But he's going to, move around on his belt, pull out another flask that looks to have like a bubbling green liquid with noxious fumes in it, and chuck it at the troll, casting Ray of Sickness.
Nice. Let's see it. Okay, so 25 does hit for 8 poison, and then it makes the con save.
Yes.
Oh, that it barely passes.
Okay,
So
so
it
it
is
is not
not
poisoned.
poisoned. All right. That was a close one, but a good hit nonetheless. Movement in that, no bonus actions?
No.
All right. Almer. You're a bit too close to this thing for anyone's real comfort.
Vicious mockery. Yep, that bodes well. I noticed the statue in its hand.
Yes, on the back.
Oh, I just fuck. I think it's got the way out on its back. And I will not want to clump together and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And hopefully, like, behind this tree, get a little bit of stuff, like, hidden from his view. Or at least cover, anyway. But everyone heard me yell out, like, the way out's on his back.
All right. That will lead us to Trell.
Yep. I am going to cast Chill Touch. 24 to hit for 8 necrotic damage.
Solid move. It will prevent his regeneration.
Mm-hmm. And that's all she wrote.
Movement?
Yeah. Just I got nothing else. Nothing else. I will move. I can't see my friends anymore. I'm gonna move 20 feet this way, see where people have gone, and another 10. Ooh, this way.
All right.
That is turn.
That's it for Trell. Oh. Yeah, he is going to run up to right there in between Iokas and Almer. He can still see you and he has the movement. He'll use 2 of his attacks to rip down this tree along his way. So he'll come over, take 2 of his 5 arms and just rip it out of the ground to continue in a straight line. Get right up to both of you, taking his first strike at Almer.
Yeah, this is gonna be good.
Give me 1 second.
We'll see one dead elf.
I mean, well, he can't kill enough damage to, max out your hit points, right?
He misses.
With the first claw, swings wide at you. You leap out of the way, do a roll and pop back up on your feet. That is 3 of its 4 claws. 4th claw attack at you, Almer. 25.
I couldn't reduce that to an amount. I
I know.
reaction reduce the damage.
Okay. Are you cutting words to reduce the damage?
It's not gonna matter. Doesn't matter if I roll max.
All right. Almer is down. Unconscious. The trolls will talk amongst themselves for a second between the 3 heads, and as they are, one of the mouths on the abdomen greedily bites out towards Iokas. Iokas, you take 17 damage as one of these abdomen mouths rip into you.
Hold on, 17.
And as the troll ends its turn, give me 1 second. You hear a loud, kind of gravelly voice say, "I am easy to lose, hard to gain. Most misuse me. I am a never-ending abundance, but you are always running out."
Can you repeat that, please, Al?
I am easy to lose, hard to gain. Most misuse me. I am a never-ending abundance, but you're always running out of it. I will write it down because it's a long one.
Time.
It's a thing Trell could say if he was within distance for it to matter.
Time. Somebody closer. Time.
Time.
That would be Trell's. Well, that's the end of the troll's turn. I forgot to move the counter ahead. So then it would be Vera. You say that out loud and shout it to Vera. Let me give her a roll. She rolls a natural 20 on my actual physical dice. She believes that Trell has the right answer and will run up with her movement, speak the word time, and you all hear a loud grinding, groaning sound as this large troll is now holding an inky black door on its back. She will use her action to dash with a climb speed and attempt to run up and through the door. Vera is trying to get the fuck out of here. I will give her... Oh, that's rough. I will give her an athletics check with advantage because she can climb. She scurries up after saying the word up and around this thing's back and disappears. Vera is out of here. Dante. You know there's a door open on its back and one person has already fled through it. It will only be open for a few more rounds. And you are up. Patrick.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking.
Oh, no, it's cool. I wasn't sure.
And we know it lasts roughly a minute for the door,
Yeah,
correct?
a minute, so you have a little bit to figure some stuff out. Works out without a climbing speed.
If let's just say he was smaller, we wouldn't have to climb up it, correct?
Oh yeah, if he was, say, large, he might not even be able to carry the statue appropriately. Because right now he's huge. He's 15 feet and taller, just as wide at the top where some monstrosity.
This is going to be a gamble. Because I believe...
But yeah, if you want to reduce it,
Okay.
that's a solid move.
I was going to take the walking stick off of his back, tap on a few runes, they're going to glow blue, and he hurls it at the troll, casting Reduce.
Alright, and that is a... Constitution saving throw,
Yeah.
really? Okay, DC 15. It has to roll below a 10. If it does, it fails. Shrinks in size to about 10 feet, and as it does, the statue in its door form with the inky blackness drops behind it, open on the ground.
And of course, the spell I also want to cast is leveled, and you can't cast 2 leveled spells.
The door would be within 30 feet of you.
I'm actually going to... Rip that.
Yep, that tree's been ripped out of the ground. The door's this little black squiggle right
Yeah.
there. As you all can tell, I have proficiency with artistry tools.
Yeah, I'm actually going to move just over to here. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Almer, give me a death save. Alright. Trell, you're up.
Hey.
You're exactly
Just-
40 feet from the door, should you be curious.
Just recasting that to look at the text. No, I won't bother doing anything with that. So can I just clarify? Has he dropped the door now?
The door's now kind of sideways on the ground.
And whereabouts is it?
That black squiggle
here?
directly behind him. Yep, right where Ryan just.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's just outside of my vision.
Oh yes, just outside of your vision. You would have heard the thump. You would have seen Vera run through and be gone.
Okay. I am gonna move 20 feet. And what, it's just here? Just there.
This way.
Okay. I am going to take a gamble. It's still going, right? It's just
Oh yeah, it's
small.
Yep, it's just slightly smaller now, and it'll do reduce.
I am gonna speak to it in Undercommon and hope that this works. Cast Suggestion, and in Undercommon I am gonna say, leave us, go away, and let us walk into the portal.
I'm just trying to check if this is the one that actually needs you to share a language.
It needs
don't
to
see that.
understand.
All right. Where is that? Just so I can have it in my brain.
It's at top of the spell. Creatures that
Here-
can't be
here
charmed or
and-
immune.
And there we go. I assumed here and see. Okay. It unfortunately has no effect.
Oh, fuck.
That's your action. You still have some movement. I believe.
I
You used 20 feet?
will.
Yes.
No, not.
Okay, you guys are better off using the big one up top.
I am using the big one. I just couldn't.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. I just couldn't see the word concentrating. I am going to step 10 feet this way.
Okay. Eocus. You're up. You're muted.
5, 10, 15. Action to grab Almer.
And then you have 15 left.
25.
Yeah, so I'll let you cheat the square. That's fine by me.
There you go.
It's not a real thing.
And I just throw him over my shoulder and run into that bitch.
Eocus and Almer are out of here. He's still unstable, unfortunately.
It's better than what I was.
Oh, the troll's turn. He will pick up this little statue thing and will actually try to throw it at Trell. I'm just going to make a standard claw attack. Trell,
yeah.
Can you roll me a 1d20? Oof, that's unfortunate. You take 14 bludgeoning damage in this case. As it lands basically on top of you. Like you are restrained under it, but you are down.
I'm unconscious.
Alright. On the other side, back in the library, Vera, Eokis, and Almer are standing there. No one else has come through yet after a few just microseconds pass as no one else is right behind you. That is one of its attacks. So step 5, 10.
But the statue is now on me.
Yep, it is now on you. As he threw it at you with his backhand. We'll take its remaining 4 claw attacks at Dante. Oh, it would. For Trell had 10, it rolled, what, 14 slashing? No,
Wouldn't
hang
have
on.
mattered.
No, wouldn't have mattered. 10 would have done it, yeah. Shit. Yep, goddamn. Well, here's 4 claw attacks at Dante. Let's... A 20.
Yep, that hits.
For 13 slashing, reduced to 10. Because he's tiny, claws don't hurt as much. Second strike, a crit. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh shit, so first roll me a concentration check of a DC 10.
Yep.
Okay, so you maintain reduced for the crit. So the crit is reduced by a D4. If I hold shift when I click damage, it will let me do critical hit.
Crit be reduced by 2d4?
No, it's
No,
just a D4.
I appreciate the spirit, but this ain't it. For an additional 29 slashing to you. With 2 more strikes incoming after you make... oh, nice, I did the math. So he gets bigger again.
Yeah.
No, he lasts 2 strikes.
I'm going to be dead. I have 10 hit points left, so unless he rolls under a 17 for both attacks...
or advantage. Third claw attack, let's see how things may. The troll has inside the library going, well, we hardly knew them, right? We're not going back in.
Eokis just gives her a look, right? Like, you know he's not going to go back in there. Shall we try at least? I have no healing capacities.
Of course, the one person who can heal is on the ground unconscious.
Squirt.
Just looking at Vera like...
Has some movement. Trell's not an object. Will pop back through the doorway. To disengage because she figured it would be near her when she popped in.
What does her bonus act? I don't know what class she actually is. Could she have disengaged with a bonus?
Nope, just Warlock.
Okay.
He just nods. I kind of assumed that was what you would see.
If you reach out and very quickly, you could pull anyone. Maybe both, I'm not sure. It is right there.
He sighs, see to Almer, and he will wait till his turn.
Okay, and she'll just kind of look at him.
I mean, put a fucking palm on the
simple pressure here.
Artery is shooting blood.
Dante, please give me a death saving throw.
Natural 20.
I believe it.
Oh, the fucking 20.
That's a pass. That's better than a fail.
That is
Yeah.
how things work.
Almer, give me your second death save.
Oh, boys, this could be bad. This could be real bad.
Right. Above a 10. Above a 10.
An angel.
Okay, that's what we wanted to see. Good numbers. Trell. You guys are just touching.
I don't even know what to do now.
We are at good old Eocus, King of the Ring.
How heavy is the mushroom web, really?
He's not that heavy. Step.
I don't. I will walk through the gate.
Pull him out.
Is Dante pinned?
Dante is just on the ground.
I will step 5 foot, grab Dante, and then go into the portal.
Does this portal have like a sucking motion like the last one?
Yes.
Just grab
Because
his
I
ankle,
have
fuck it.
zero faith on
Yeah,
me making a
he's-
strength save.
Just,
You could
grab
just
his
get, like-
ankle, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, he just grabs Dante's ankle and just pulls him back in. Looks at Vera. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Well, Vera's on the other side. As you step through the door, like Vera's just gone in the book library because you pop back in the forest. So you jump through the inky darkness, look around, look at Trell, go, too much work, grab half a heel of Dante,
Sorry, Toby.
pull him closer, fade
It is
inky black,
all good.
and pop through with him. Now you're surrounded by 2 dying people in this nice library.
Ugh.
Troll's turn. He likes mushrooms. How many death saves do you have, Toby?
I have 1 failure.
And now you have... Oh, you have 1 failure.
Yep.
What is your AC?
14.
14.
Oh,
Let's
that's
see if
not
it
good.
can miss. I
He
don't
looks
know
like
if
a
it
tree.
can.
It can miss.
Wouldn't it coup de
None
grace
more
on an
island like
unconscious
mushroom.
cracker?
Okay.
Or is that a
It's-
40 thing?
No, it's you have advantage, and if it hits, it is an automatic critical, which would be
Yeah.
2 death
It
saves.
would kill you. I will give it advantage because you're prone,
Yep.
but disadvantage because you look like nature.
He has half cover from a portal.
And yes, you have half cover from a thing. So half cover is plus...
Wait, does he even think it's alive? Like, he can be crying.
No,
He's gone.
And the worst thing, though, he's a mushroom. It still looks like a big old mushroom. So what is half cover, if someone knows off the top of their
I
head?
think it's +2.
Plus 2. So a 16. He wants to roll
Yep.
below 16 as he reaches out with his big old 3 heads to take a bite out of you all at once. 16 is exactly what he needs.
Yep.
Trell gets gobbled up by the middle head.
And then that guy becomes a mushroom monster.
Something much worse is here now. But that, unfortunately, is the short story of Trell. As we jump back to the remaining party members who are still bleeding out in the library. They're not in the clear yet. There we go. And I'll pull Trell out just so you can get a glimpse of everything, Toby.
Yeah.
So I can go to... Oh, initiative is really only on the other round. That's a bit annoying. Okay, so that is the Dire Troll's turn. Vera's on her feet. Dante. Death saving throw, please. A failure.
Failure.
Just our blood mingling on the floor.
If we saved both these guys just for them to bleed out.
Well, theoretically, you can do a medicine check to try
Yeah,
to
no,
stabilize.
it's just someone needs to have their turn first.
Yeah.
And the Eocus is at the end, and I guess Vera would have had one chance, and she would have tried it on Almer. So I will give Vera a medicine check. It's DC 10 plus some variables, but I will call it 12 for this. It's a pretty straightforward wound. A 15. She's able to stabilize Almer. Not bring him up, just stabilize. Damn. Alright, that's Almer. Eocus, you're up. You have a chance to stabilize Dante.
And that is just a medicine check, you said?
DC 12 for this.
Oh. Well.
It's not an attack roll, so he doesn't get a failure because of it. But you are unable to help, and in fact, you think you made things a little worse.
You're trying to put the blood back in. Get back.
That's not how this works.
Yeah, you get a tube and you put the vein blood into his mouth. You're like, all right, we'll put it back in.
Yep.
He's a reptile. He doesn't get this warm, fleshy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like your blood is like sand, and your skin is like stone, and here's this fleshy thing bleeding red everywhere.
You put a claw in it, the artery. You just cut it open more.
The dire troll fights among itself, trying to eat a mushroom man. Vera will, half dead, roll over and try to grab Dante and heal him with another medicine check. DC 12. Unable to stabilize you. She's able to undo the claw gash and put pressure on that, but nothing else, unfortunately. Dante, please give me a death saving throw. Alright, you're 2-1 now?
Yes.
Alright. Almer is stable but unconscious. Trell is troll food. Eokus. Nope. You're both trying, you're putting pressure on things, and then like a cartoon faucet, blood spurts out from a different wound. Troll eats, Vera's up, and will instead guide Eokus' hand and give you advantage by helping you out.
Okay, so advantage.
Well, first, Dante needs to make a death save.
Oh, see if it's even worth the effort, yeah.
And as
Oh,
Vera puts her hands and looks at you and goes, I think we can do this. And then your turn rolls around and he looks pretty stable.
Yes, we did this. He looks around at the library that they're still in, but I seem to think that we're kind of fucked. I mean, we are completely fucked.
And this is the unexpected spot where we will end this session.
Jesus.
Appropriate.
I expect it to go longer, but at this moment, we will refrain from going longer. We have 2 people stable but down, and 2 people legitimately on their last legs.
Yep, yeah, we're fucked. That's the way to put it.
What, we gonna have to baby Groot the fucking mushroom man? It's a spell.
As an omnipotent guy who made the game, I expected you to rest in the cells a little bit, but,
I mean,
you know,
we did a little bit.
to each their own.
As soon as I heard the magic
He
mouth
said-
spell, I was like, this guy knows we're escaping right now. Like, oh.
No, I know.
Yeah, like I just assumed, oh shit, he's coming back soon. We better get out. And also,
Yeah, like the best of
Trill's
my
a bit of an
knowledge.
Trill's a bit of an idiot, and
No,
it's just like, sure, I'll go along with this.
And the thing is, had the crit not happened, I might have actually
Yeah,
survived the attacks.
Yeah, no, that crit was fucking brutal. And so was the 16 to finish off Trell.
Yeah.
The reduce was good, like
The reduce was fucking awesome.
And the original idea was I was going to stay one more round, hit Healing Word on Almer, and then dash in. But-
And I was gonna try and save Almer. I didn't realize Eokus was about to.
well, and like I tried to like spread out so I wasn't just like the person to hit, but it was too close, I guess.
With a 10-foot reach and a huge creature, it covers so much space.
And I don't have anything, right? Like the teleport's on a long rest, the spells are on a long rest. Like I was like, I'm cutting words.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just going to say, a rough 2 games for Toby.
I'm telling you, he's gonna baby Groot this bitch. You know, we have some spores on us.
Yeah, because originally it was reduce the troll, expeditious retreat on myself to dash to Almer, grab and drag in. but you can't cast 2 leveled spells
No.
without
but-
action surge.
But that reduced by itself really enabled 4 of you to get away. Without that, it would have been a problem.
I am surprised a troll failed a con save.
It's clutch. It happens.
If it wasn't that, it was going to be summoning demons. So
Oh, with your summon demon spell.
I have yet to use it, but when I use it, it's going to be great.
So, fun session. Welcome to the party. Patrick, this is how things go down, apparently.
Usually, yes.
I'm a vicious killer of a DM.
Yeah.
This is how I operate, apparently.
I am sorely missing John Dar right now.
Oh, yeah, you would have fucking nomed it, and they would have fucking died. Lay on hands, bullshit.
For in Ryan's game, I play a warlock paladin named John Dar. Diablo 3 reference. And yeah, I think I've one-shotted every big bad that has been thrown against the group.
Oh man, that's what they do. Warlock paladins are vicious.
And that's not even with me getting Eldritch Smite yet. I just have normal Paladin Smite.
I just realized something. I do not have the aquatic hell portal anymore, do I?
Oh no, you filled the place you're in with aquatic demons. That's why the vampire was in this room. But don't worry, you're in the maze with them now. You can probably get past them.
But so I'm hearing this. I could get the aquatic hell portal back.
Yeah, there's a chance, if that's what you heard.
That is what I heard and what I desire. So there we go. Can't leave a hell portal sitting around, guys.
Toby, I will give you a new sheet.
Yeah.
And I'll be around for a bit if you'd like to brainstorm ideas or possibly pull some shit and have there be a second troll corpse.
I would be keen to do that because
No,
I
you're
was
not
really.
Keen anymore. Keen died. You're trolling.
Oh my god, Al.
Oh, what? Are puns not fun now?
Not when you've killed me! Not when you've killed my new character!
Oh, baby!
Yes, we can work something out.
I guess I will. Ryan, I'll see you all for tomorrow.
Yep, for our Tuesday game, I'll put a date of our next game up eventually. Sometime when I can. Because the holidays were always fucked up.
Oh, by the way, I already said it a couple times, being perfectly clear, I'm back on my old schedule
Yep,
every
so
2
it's every
weeks.
other week.